So we're talking about glomerular filtration rate, okay? So the amount of stuff that's being filtered basically in a 24-hour period. So if we look at glomerular filtration rate in reference to mean arterial pressure, MAP. So if the mean arterial pressure stays within between 80 and 180, the kidneys are able to maintain glomerular filtration rate. It doesn't change at all. So it's here, and it stays constant in this, between these two arterial pressures. Okay, so, and that's a lot. That's a big gap there. And the kidneys are able to maintain the same GFR within this realm of arterial pressure. If it gets below 80, then GFR starts to go down. If it gets above 180, then the filtration rate starts to increase. So there is no change here. Why? How do the kidneys do that? And basically, there are mechanisms that the kidneys use to maintain this glomerular filtration rate. So the first mechanism that happens, or that the kidneys use, is something called the myogenic reflex. Put that over here. Myogenic reflex. So myogenic. So you should be thinking muscle, something about the muscle. Okay. So if we have, or this myogenic reflex is created by smooth muscle in the afferent arteriole. So if we have an afferent arteriole here, afferent arterioles are wrapped with smooth muscle. And in that smooth muscle, there are little sensors, and they're stretch sensors or receptors. So they sense stretch of the muscle. So those sensory stretch receptors, and they feel stretch. So if the stimulus is increase in blood pressure, that's going to make those sensory receptors stretch. So it causes receptors to stretch. And when they stretch far, that stimulates some things. So it will stimulate calcium channels. And those calcium channels stimulate calcium channels. And when those are open and calcium is moving in, it causes the smooth muscle to contract. So that is vasoconstriction. And it occurs instantly. Lightning fast. So it occurs instantly. So vasoconstriction, that afferent arteriole, if you remember, is large. It's coming in And when it constricts, it gets smaller, and then it doesn't allow as much blood to come in. So if it doesn't allow as much blood to come in, then less blood is coming into the glomerulus, so it's easier for that to leave, and it reduces the pressure there. So that maintains the glomerular filtration rate within the glomerulus. Okay, so that's the myogenic reflex. There's another thing that happens, and that'll be the next video because I don't have enough room here.